So everybody knows that they ought to be good and unselfish, so on. We all recognize that as a highly reasonable idea, but nobody feels like it. Because if you feel that you are a separate ego, it must necessarily follow that your conduct is egocentric and egotistic. There's no other way about it. If you feel that you don't love someone, no amount of pretense can make you love them. You cannot possibly love anyone out of a sense of duty. And if you do, watch out. You'll start hating them. They'll start hating you in a secret and concealed way. The relationships between husbands and wives and parents and children are absolutely haunted with fake love. It stirs up resentment, and it leads people to expect things of you which you're never going to come through with. If I say out of feeling that I really have a solemn duty to love so-and-so, and therefore in the attempt to trap myself into the fulfillment of this duty, I make rash promises, and I'm not going to fulfill them, and then the person is going to be terribly let down when I don't. So if anything is a sin, it is emotional dishonesty, saying I love you when I don't. Well, of course, your mother always told you, we all have to do certain things we don't feel like doing. Maybe, but let's make no bones about it. When somebody says to me, would you like to go out to the market and bring it back so-and-so, I will answer, no, I wouldn't, but I will. And we need that sort of exchange between each other, because we put children in awful positions with faking up their feelings for them by telling a child who's simply enraged and mad that he's tired. Or by saying, you know, what nice boy would like to clean the blackboard? All this sort of thing, you see, leads to emotional dishonesty. So the problem then is this, that when people preach moral behavior, and then out of a sense of guilt or out of a sense of fear, people try to be good, that is to say, to do those things that are preached, all it does, it turns them into hypocrites. Preaching is a hypocrisy-creating institution in that sense, because it does not transform the consciousness of the individual. If by any chance consciousness could be so transformed that one is no longer felt as a separate ego, then you would not have to be so egotistic. If there is a way, in other words, of generating love within human beings as a kind of constant attitude to the environment, that is going to be far more effective in bringing about unselfish behavior than anything else. Well, that's our problem, you see, to do just that. And no amount of talk is going to do it. Because it depends on something more happening than merely understanding words, or even seeing the theoretical reasonableness of certain lines of conduct. We need a bomb under us, rather than intellectual persuasion. But church religion, as we know it in the West, doesn't provide the bomb. It's very demure, decorous, except in Negro revivals or Pentecostal outbursts, but no person of education and taste would attend such things.